Jill Stuart, I'm so sorry for sleeping on you. I feel like lip pencils are like a huge game changer in stepping up your makeup and lip game. Honestly, I bought this because I've always wanted Velvet Teddy ever since I was a kid. Wanted to be like Kylie Jenner and own like Velvet Teddy.
Rise and shine.
I kind of like fell out of love with this particular lip tint. Low-key, high-key, it's like talking about an ex. Everything was fine at the beginning, but as time goes by, it's like personality-wise, you low-key a bit whatever, a little bit boring, no ambition, you have no drive, you're just like flatline in a sense. Like, you get what I mean? I just feel like it doesn't do it for me anymore. This video is long overdue. It's been a hot minute since I did an updated version of my top lippy picks. We are talking lipsticks, lip tints, lip velvets, lip pencils, lip care, everything. And then we have different formulas: glossy, dewy, matte, demi-matte, everything. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now for your reference, I consider myself a light, cool olive skin tone. I have a lot of green in my skin, very sallow. Sometimes looks a little bit like sickly grayish depending on the lighting. And if you're wondering about my personal color, I did get it professionally done back in 2023 and I got categorized as a summer light. However, I've heard multiple comments, people saying that I'm considered a winter tone, which, you know what, at this point, I don't really care. I just wear whatever color that makes me happy. But I do feel that I fall into the general cool category of things. Not so much warm. Maybe like light spring, I could get away with it. But I do avoid lip colors that are too pale. Too pale, warm corals will just like wash me out. And it looks awful on me. Corals in general also pull very, very orange on my skin tone. So I don't like the look of it and I just avoid that. You and I, we look like similar in terms of skin tones and skin shades as well. Then we might be shade twins, for all you know. I'm gonna start off with the smallest category, which is lip care. A couple of lip balms here and there. The first one I have is from DHC. This is the Lip Cream. And this is a colorless, waxy lip balm kind of thing. I got this in Japan for about 500 yen, so $5. And I've hit pan on this. I wish I could like dig this part out. Maybe I will. But basically, I have finished this whole entire tube more or less. Really good lip balm because I say waxy because it's a little bit waxy on the lips, but the moment it starts to get absorbed into the lips, right, you don't feel that waxy residue anymore. It's more of like when you apply it, you feel that waxiness. And it's not super apparent compared to like maybe like old school lip balms. This one just feels a little more prominent when compared to the other lip balms where I'm gonna share with you guys in a little bit. I also like to use lip balm when my lips split because of how dry and dehydrated I am sometimes. In that kind of scenario, this one does help to heal the lips like slightly, but it's maybe not as effective as maybe the next lip balm over here. This one is from Torriden. This is a Solid In Lip Essence. This is one of my favorite lip balms. I actually went through one full tube of this. This is my second tube right now. And I've brought this with me to travel as well. I brought it with me to Korea, Malaysia, Genting Highlands. That's like a cold area-ish. Japan as well, where the air was a lot drier compared to the hot and humid climate here in Singapore. It's in a squeezy tube like this. I can throw it around. It's not going to like break. More of a liquidy, like a lip tint, liquidy, solidy kind of finish. So this one, I feel that this is very travel friendly. I used to be a huge fan of the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I still like it, but I just feel that nowadays it's maybe not as effective as it once felt for me. I felt like this is way much more effective, and in terms of protecting my lips when it comes to like the dry climate and all that, this does a wonderful job. And it also works really nicely as a nighttime lip mask kind of thing. Next morning I wake up, this just absorbs so nicely on my lips. It nourishes my lips really nicely. I remembered I had a split lip very recently and I used this for like 3-4 days to really speed up the process of the healing, because if you had a split lip before, you know how painful it is when you just smile like this. Oh my god, that one line of death is so painful. So this really did come in clutch. The next and last lip care item is from Dior. This is the Dior lip glow. I think it's called the Dior Lip Glow Reviver Balm in 001 Pink. This is a pretty expensive item. I know. You be like, Crystal, this is insane. It's like what, $50-$60 for a lip balm? This one has a little bit of a sentimental value to me because my late mom, she loved this particular lip balm. So whenever I use it, I think of her. The smell of it reminds me of her. And in also this same exact shade. So when she passed on, she still had one tube of it and I like finished it up. Is it super duper overpriced? Hell yes. I totally agree. No lip balm should cost $56. That's like what? 5-6 meals for me. To me, it just stays like this shade of pink. It gives like a nice boost of pink. I love wearing this, for example, going out for dinner at hawker centers. I just want a bit of something on my lips so I don't look like too pale. But I don't want something that is too obvious that I'm wearing makeup because the rest of my face I'm not wearing anything else. Whatever formula that is in this particular lip balm, right, it feels so luxurious and like balmy. And obviously when I swatch this $50-$60 lip balm with the $5 lip balm from DHC, I do feel a difference. When it goes on the lips, it feels so like buttery smooth and it just glides so nicely. Definitely one of those treat yourself lip balms. And if you were to ask me like, Krista, have you tried those like $9-$10 pH adjusting lip balms at Watson's or Guardian? Yes, I have. Is it Lippie's or something like that? I can't remember what's the name. I happen to own one of those like maybe 2020, 2021 and like I happened to buy it. I didn't know people were claiming that it was a dupe for this. I'm gonna tell you it's a no, okay? Because whatever pH adjusting thingy that is going on, right, the pink just turns super neon pink. Like not a very flattering pink. It does not stay pink like this. This is a very like soft baby pink. You can tell that you're wearing something on your lips. It just doesn't look flattering. I don't really care for it. And I mean, it is a lip balm. It does nourishes your lip. But is it as smooth, as buttery, and as like luxurious as this Dior one? No. By the way, if you hear any like gun shooting, people screaming in the background, just know it's my dad watching action movies in the living room at full blast. I can't control it, okay? He gotta do what he gotta do. I'll try my best to clean the audio up, but if you hear something, just don't panic, okay? Next up, we have our lip pencils. We have two from two different K-beauty brands. I feel like lip pencils are like a huge game changer in stepping up your makeup and lip game. It really transforms how your lips look like. So the first one that I have is from Clio. This is the Velvet Lip Pencil over here. Is it in focus? I hope so. Oh my gosh, yeah. This one I have is in 01 Rosy Pink and swatched out. It looks like this. This comes in a traditional pencil formula, which is one thing I appreciate because nowadays a lot of K-beauty brands, when they do lip pencils, they end up being either very like a rounded tip, more like a crayon kind of thing, not so much pencil, but a pencil like this offers precision and sometimes you can even overline if you really want to get that blurry look. So I do like the flexibility of that. For reference, right, if I were to just like try to low-key measure it a little bit, like this is half of it, for example, and I want to compare from like the P, like somewhere around here. You can tell I sharpened and used so much of this. I absolutely adore the formula for this from Clio. I wish and I think they are releasing new shades of this, which I'm gonna hoard. I'm gonna buy if they have a cool tone one, like a dusty grayish purple one. I'm on it. It's on site. Formula adheres and sticks to your lips very well. You see, I swatched it, right? But now when I try to like move and smudge it a little bit, it does blend like a little bit, like the tail end of it. But the general main pigment stays on where you first lay down the product. So truly very, very good. With every purchase of a velvet lip pencil from Clio, you will also get a sharpener as well to go along with it, so you don't have to worry about buying a separate sharpener or whatsoever. The next lip pencil that I really love and adore aside from Clio is one that I've talked about many times on my channel. It's the Lilybyred Smiley Lip Blending Sticks over here. And I have 4 colors because I picked up one shade and I fell in love with it so hard that I picked up more shades. That's when you know that thing works so well for you. So initially I picked up this one over here, which is number... Oh, things are dropping. Initially I bought number 1, which if you can tell, the lettering of everything has scraped off because I bring this with me everywhere I go. And this color is the perfect color for the grayish pink lippies. And girl, I can't twist this up anymore. This is the max it will go. So I'm really treasuring this every single bit. So I'm just gonna swatch a bit for you guys. This color, I know it looks very like underwhelming, but if you have lips like mine, which you have pink in your lips, but the edges are like grayish for some reason, and no matter how you like try to exfoliate or try to like clean, it still looks like this. This is just like your natural lip color, right? Get this. This is so stinking good because this is neutral, it's gray, it has pink, and then it works with any lippie on top of this. And I'm planning to buy one more because I feel like this color will work really well for a lot of Asian skin tones across the board have this like very grayish drop of color in it. So this one is number 6. This one is kind of like a cool tone color, but you can see that it's still kind of there's like gray tone to it. Next one we have is number 3. This is supposedly a contouring color. So this is like a cool gray brown. It's this color over here. Honestly, when I first saw this, I was thinking like, oh my god, it's gonna look like I smeared dirt all over my lips. I didn't clean my lips properly or something. But surprisingly enough, this even all over the lips, and you pair it with those type of like cool grey lip tints, right? It pairs super duper well, and again, you can tell it's greyish in tone. I feel with lip colors or lip pencils that are too bright and saturated, low-key gives you sausage or dark lips because you try and like put it all over the contours of your lips, right? The perimeters of your lips. It just gives you the this kind of look. So I'm not a fan of that. Obviously trying to avoid it. Number 2. So this is a warm orangey brown kind of color. I normally don't use this too much, but on the off chance that I do need a warm tone lip pencil, then I will use this. Across the board, it is toned down, so really good for people with like olive skin tones as well. I have not found a K-beauty brand that has that grayish undertone for lip pencils. Don't have to get like all 4. If you're wanting to just try one, right? My top pick and my recommendation is number 1. Next up we have our lip glosses, and I'll be honest, this category is not super big either because I'm not the biggest fan of lip glosses. I just feel that most of the time they get stuck in my hair and I'm just like, this is not it. Ironically, I am wearing a lip gloss right now. I'm wearing one from, I think, Bobbi Brown. I just wanted a little bit of color. So this is the Glasting color glosses. So you have number 1, Peony Ballet, number 4, Grapey Way, number 5, Dim Mauve. So I did do a very detailed, in-depth review about these glosses, so you can go and watch that. They are not very pigmented base colored glosses. They allow your natural lip color to peek through a little bit. Peony Ballet, I feel this is a very like nice, neutral, light pink. Not light enough to like wash you out completely, but it's more of like a soft baby pink, a wash of it across your lips. And then like your natural lip color peeks through maybe like 50-60%. I have Grapey Way, which is obviously Raw Man's way of making bare grape equivalent in every single lip line that they do. So this is a cool tone purple, but it's not super like purple in a sense. It's also pretty like light, barely there kind of thing. And actually Dim Mauve, number 5. This one I believe is actually recommended for autumn tones, if I'm not wrong. This is just my general opinion about Raw Man as a brand, but like their lip products are quite mid, to be honest, okay? But if one thing that they did pretty decently well, I think, are these Lasting color glosses. The Juicy Lasting Tints, the new one, I also did a review on those. You can go watch that video as well. Check out a majority of their lip tints. It falls flat. I feel like there are better lip tints out there. It's just that Raw Man, the brand itself, is so well known and everybody thinks of like Korean lip tints. It's like, oh, Raw Man kind of thing. So I think it's just brand association at this point. This one I'm being a bit biased because one of y'all gifted this to me when I was in Japan. So thank you so much. But this is, I believe, a collaboration between Raw Man and CipiCipi. CipiCipi is a Japanese brand that I absolutely adore. One of their lip tints are, I'm going to mention later on, but this particular one was gifted to me from a Japanese subscriber, so thank you so much. This one I believe is more of like a lip oil. Pink Recipe And this is in PK03 Berry Sweet Tea. Oh my gosh. It's a cool tone color. More of like a nourishing lip oil kind of thing. The base pigment of this is not very strong, but it sits on your lips very nicely. And it's such a shame that all of these like collaboration kind of makeup items, they're not available or easily accessible for international purchase, because these are so nice. I wish J Beauty would be a little bit more accessible, but I also understand, you know, exclusive collabs and all that kind of thing. It doesn't like sink into the lip lines, it doesn't like goop up or whatsoever. Adore it, and I will treasure this baby so well. So you know who you are. Thank you so much for this. Now that we're slowly transitioning into like lip tint territory, I want to give an honorable mention to the Rom and Sheer Tinted Sticks. I have two shades, number 5 Dutch Cocoa and 6 in Vinery. These two lip tints, or not really lip tints, they're like more like sheer lipsticks. These I actually have done a video on, so you can go and check out that detailed video. This is not necessarily like a super like big favorite, but when I first got my hands on this, I was like using this consistently every single time, because like I love how lightweight and that sheer look it has on the lips. It doesn't necessarily like blur your lip lines or whatsoever, but these sheer tinted sticks are so beautiful for like that clean girl aesthetic. You want to like quickly like slap something on without looking in the mirror or being like too detailed. These are it. So this one is in Dutch Cocoa, and then this is in Vinery. Very beautiful shades. I absolutely adore it. I think the only downside is that these don't really stain. But Ramen has never really marketed this as like super duper high stain or whatsoever. I mean, I think it does leave like maybe a light stain, but if not, it's like so barely there. For me, normally, if a lip tint is super duper cool tone, I still can like get away with it. I know how to work around it. But whenever I get more like warm tone colors, sometimes I do get a bit wary. Thankfully for Dutch Cocoa, it is not super duper warm. Also, it has this like brown tone to it, right? I absolutely adore brown lipsticks or brown shades on me. I think brown is a very universally flattering color as well. So this looks beautiful, and I love it so much. And I wish Ramen had maybe done something with the staining power, because I think this would have definitely been in like my top list of favorites if there had some staining power to it. This is a shame, but it's a nice throw in your bag lipstick. Just carry it around, want to touch up a little bit. These are actually really nice as well. Moving on to lipsticks, I have a couple that I want to talk about. I'm going to start off with one that is a forbidden fruit at this point because it has now been discontinued. These are from 3CE. These are the Blur Matte lipsticks. I got these back in 2023 and they are nowhere to be found already. So I'm super sad because I thought that these will actually maybe stay on for another year or more. But I guess not. I have two shades. I have Unknown Way and Mauve Drizzle. So these are both cool tone shades. My favorite is actually Unknown Way because, let me show you, okay? This color, so unique, really hard to find from K-beauty brands or just brands, beauty brands in general, because not many brands do a color like this, kind of like cool purple, and then it's so flattering if you were to just pair it with any cool tone looks. This color is so hard to come by, especially in the matte formula. A lot of brands nowadays are doing lip tints which are glowy, dewy. If not, it's like a velvety, semi-matte finish with a bit of glow. I want something like matte, so I have that flexibility to play around, maybe add a gloss on top or whatsoever. This is such a stinking pretty color, and I'm so sad to not be able to pick this up anymore. Then we have Mauve Drizzle over here. This one is leaning more towards like a winter shade at this point. Okay, this one maybe is not super vibrant, but it's more of like a vibrant for K-beauty, I would say. Vibrant berry color. Oh, these two colors are so stinking pretty. And I kid you not, every single time I wear these two colors, right, I always get compliments, both offline and online. People asking me like, what are you wearing? I'm like, these two. These two are what's on my lips. And whenever people try to go and find them, it's no longer available. So I'm gonna move on right now. I'm so sorry, but this is really Some of my favorite matte lipsticks from K-Beauty. I wish more brands did more lipsticks. This next one is from Stuart. This is the Rouge Lip Jewel Gemmy Satin in 24 Mellow Dusk. So this was another pretty penny. So basically you buy the bullet of the lipstick itself. This was already like $28 coming $38. Wait, let me swatch it for you guys. I had no plans on getting a Stuart lipstick when I was in Japan, okay? The moment I swatched this color, I was like, dang, I gotta have this. So you have to buy the case separately. The case is pretty, okay? This is, I cannot deny, this is a piece of artwork that I'm holding in my hands, and you can open up the case like this. You get a mirror to, you know, reapply like this. Like, oh, it's giving princess. I love it. I love to be a princess, okay? I don't care what people call me. I want to be a princess. But the case itself was another like either $18 or $20. I can't remember. So I paid like $50 plus coming $60 for just this lipstick. Is it expensive? Very much so, yes. Do I have any regrets? Nope. Because I know that this color like this, it is so unique and different that even though this looks different, right, I still can wear it and pull it off with many different like eye looks that I can do for like cool tones as well. You know what? To prove my point, I'm gonna take off my current lip gloss. I don't know what's this kind of like brownish, rosy, cool tone color. It goes so well with a lot of looks that I've done. I feel like a lot of K-Beauty, J-Beauty, lippies nowadays, as much as they are accessible, right? A lot of the colors are very, very vibrant, and it's always must be the point of your makeup, like the star of the show. If it's not, right, if this is like a super bright baby Barbie pink, and then you have like a very intense eyeshadow, it ends up being like clashing and it just doesn't look harmonious at all. I have zero regrets picking this up because this color just looks so unique and like a little bit like edgy but not too edgy, but still toned down, but still unique enough, and then it ties in harmoniously with even today's eye makeup look, which is very like winter tone leaning. When I wear like summer light makeup and I have like a light wash of this all over my lips, it looks great as well. So no regrets picking up this color. If you get a chance to swatch this in store, please, please. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I wish more people would talk about Stuart because now this is on my radar. I'm just like, dang, okay, the next time I go to Japan, I'm gonna check out more of Stuart because when we were shopping for Stuart, I was a bit of a rush and I'm just like, oh my god, this looks kind of pretty. Okay, let's buy it and like get out, that kind of thing. And not to just gush about the color itself, I'm also very particular about the formula. It is super lightweight, and even when I like, you see I like stretch my lips, I like express and all that, it's not sinking into the lips. It has that bit of that sheen to it, like ever so slightly. It feels more of like a comfort, lightweight matte. So good. It is Stuart. I'm so sorry for sleeping on you because the things that you have created, this feels super good. And also to put this in my purse and then I pull it out and it's like, oh, look at me with my case, and then like I'm like, It feels nice, okay? I'm not trying to be like haughty or what, but like it feels really nice to pull this out of my purse. It's expensive, pretty looking lipstick. Next up we have is a MAC Maximal lipstick in Velvet Teddy. Honestly, I bought this because I've always wanted Velvet Teddy ever since I was a kid in like secondary school. Wanted to be like Kylie Jenner and own like Velvet Teddy, you know, that kind of thing. And now that I have adult money, I was like, shoot, I might as well just go and buy it, right? But I must say, this color, I was afraid that this would be a little bit too warm for my skin, but surprisingly enough, this is a great nude. Not too warm, not too cool, maybe neutral warm leaning. But even when I do wear cool tone looks, sometimes I feel like when my eyes and cheeks are too cool tone, if I were to wear another like cool tone lippie, depending on the tonal depth of my lippie for the day, right? Maybe if it's too light of a purple or a mauve, it can like throw the whole look off as well. So sometimes it looks too cool, right? Look a little bit too sickly. Then I will go in with a warm nude like this. and it just balances out really, really nicely as well. MAC is a brand that I know people in the West are always like, oh my god, MAC is so boring, MAC is like bleh. I really, really like MAC products a lot. I own quite a number of MAC items. I own the MAC Fix Plus, the Painterly Paint Pots, this lipstick. What else? I think I've tried out a couple of their highlighters in the past as well. So honestly, I don't really get the hate from MAC in like the Western side of things, because I really do think they do a pretty good job at doing color cosmetics. And I think especially in today's economy, their stuff is surprisingly not that expensive if we were to like compare it to like Charlotte Tilbury, House Labs, Makeup by Mario. This is not that crazy, you know, that kind of thing. So I really like this a lot. Also, this is one of those Western brand lipsticks that adhere to the lips really nicely itself without overemphasizing lip lines and dry patches. So really good. I really want to get another MAC lipstick. I'm eyeing Stone, actually, to be honest, but right now I have way too many lipsticks, so I want to do a declutter first, get rid of things that I'm not using anymore, then we talk about it. I believe this should be the last lipstick. This one is from a Singaporean beauty brand called Saher's Art, and this is the Lip Velvet lipstick, and I believe I have it in the shade Cinnamon Swirl. So this one is a brown, but it's more of like a warm tone brown. Let me swatch it below the MAC one over here. Yep. As you can tell, this one is a lot more warmer, deeper as well. But surprisingly enough, when I wear it or wear it outright, it still looks so good. Like, I really cannot find any fault with brown lippies, be it light brown, medium brown, dark brown. Okay, maybe not deep brown, because I feel like deep brown sometimes it's too deep tonally to the point where it's like you see the depth of the lip color first before you see my actual face. Something like this kind of color, I think that's a beautiful color like this. You can swatch it out like that. Super good, and it lasts on the lips as well. Saher's Art, I must say, whatever magic they put inside there, they really like make sure the products stay on your lips or stay on your skin. It works out so well, and this is a Singaporean beauty brand, so I love to support local. And you know what? If given a chance, I definitely would check out more of their lip velvets. It's just that I have way too many right now. Now moving on to actual lip tints. These from Kate Tokyo, these are like hybrid, okay? So lip tint lipstick formula. So these were actually very, very popular and hyped up, especially on TikTok. So they come in like a tube of lipstick like this. But when you swatch it out on your hand, it's like sheerish almost. As you can tell over here, you can go back and forth with many passes to build out opacity. And it has this like beautiful like sheen to it. Definitely not matte. Whatever you see in the tube, right, it translates exactly like that onto the skin itself. Very beautiful colors, very flattering for Asian skin tone. I absolutely adore it. And as you can tell, I have bought like 4 shades of these because I just love the Kate Tokyo Lip Monsters so much. I have this one. This one is 107. I'm gonna build up the color a bit more. This color, this is more of like that mauvey, pinky kind of color. This one I picked up recently during my recent trip to Japan. This is number 12. This is the typical like purpley winter berry kind of color. I absolutely love these kind of colors. I just find that this is the easiest to pair on and throw on whenever I'm running out the door. This is number 5. This is the brown shade. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. This has my heart so much. This is definitely one of those lipsticks that I would love to be buried with. You just apply like 1 light layer or even 2 layers, right? It just looks like an edgy, my lips but better, but edgy brown. I love it so much. And look at the sheen. The sheen is so beautiful. And the staining power of this is literally like a lip tint, but in a lipstick form, right? Like, oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Depending on where you get it, it ranges between like as low as $13 to as high as $20. So do your research, find out where you can get it for like the cheapest pricing. But whatever price that you pay for, the Kate Tokyo Lip Monsters definitely deserve a place in your lip collection, because I was at first like, oh my god, it's just another like lip tint, what's so great about it? And then I tried out one shade, I'm like, okay, I get it now. I freaking get it now. And after the Lip Monsters from Kate Tokyo received so much love and attention, and it's so well, right? Kate actually did another version. This is the Lip Monster Super Glossy. Now, this one was a rather new release when I was in Japan, so I don't know if this shade is available internationally just yet. When I was there, it was just released. So this is in G04, extra shiny and glossy as compared to the original Lip Monsters. This one you have to be a little bit more careful because this one is really like those like soft, jammy, gonna melt very, very easily kind of formula. The original one is soft, yes, but not as soft and malleable and meltable compared to the glossy version. I think it's just the nature of the formula of this like super glossy, high shine kind of thing. And this one has that beautiful like rich base pigment of this like dusty rosy color. Wiped off like a little bit over here. I don't know why when on the skin, I mean like it looks like it just wiped off and there's no staying power, but on the lips is a whole different story. Oh my gosh, I think I should do a separate video on this because really this deserves its own spotlight because amazing formula from Kate. I am so sad. Kate Tokyo is no longer available in Singapore. They pulled out of Singapore. I'm just like, no, this is BS, honestly. Next lip tint, the Dinto Blur Glowy Lip Tint. Ever since I mentioned that I got my hands on this, I actually got quite a couple of comments from you guys asking me like, Crystal, do a review on this, please, because like, I've heard so much about it. Nobody talks about it on YouTube. Now, okay, wait, where am I gonna swatch it? I'm running out of space. This is so good. And it's so high in coverage as well. Like, I just did like one swipe like that and that's it. So this one has more of like that gelish, watery texture. Super even when you apply it, you swatch it on. And the color that I have with me is 214 Vienna over here. I mean, the name itself is in Japanese, but it's in 214 Vienna. I really can't remember. But this particular color, so pretty. The way it stains, right? It stains very evenly. No patchiness, no balling up on the lips, no like inner butthole ring situation kind of thing. And I mean, very well deserved the hype. I do wish to pick up more shades. One thing I do want to point out about this particular lip tint line from Dinto is that whatever shades you see online, like the official lip swatches, whatever lip swatches you see on the official websites for this particular lip tint, right? Don't trust it because they look very, very different in real life. I mean, look, I might just pull up a picture of 214 Vienna and like my hand swatch over here right now. Very, very different. Ideally, is to go and swatch it in person, or if not, find someone who has the same similar skin tone as you to swatch it and see how it looks like on them. Let me take the tissue. Oh my god, tissue is a bit dirty now at this point, but I will. Look at that. Look at that stain. Oh my god, it stains so evenly. The product stays where you lay it. It doesn't bleed out of like your lip lines or whatsoever. And this particular color is like that cool, dusty purple. A little bit of that purple mauvey, reddish mauvey kind of color. Like, I only had this for maybe like what? May, June, July, August. 3-4 months-ish. This is like trusty, reliable for me right now. This has quickly climbed up to those spots. I don't think I've talked about it in depth in the video, but the CipiCipi Dewy Lip Tints, Dewy Film Lip Tints, I first discovered this sometime last year when I was first in Japan. I bought one shade first. I believe it's like what, number 3, Cool Girl, something. And then this year when I went to Japan again, I bought 2 shades. I bought 12 and number 13. 12 and 13. So this is how it looks like. Not many people talk about this particular lip tint. And I think it's also because CipiCipi is a J Beauty brand. And I feel like only very recently is J Beauty getting the hype, as much hype as K Beauty, or like more people are discovering it, just like me. I'm like, oh my god, this is like revolutionary. Kind of hard to find J Beauty products internationally. It's not as accessible as compared to K Beauty. So I totally understand why more people don't know about it. Thankfully, I found out that these lip tints are available on YESSTYLE, and I was like, heck yes. The reason why I love these so much is because usually for like film or glossy film formal lip tints, right, when you apply on the lips, they are very thin. And sometimes with time, when you wear them after a couple of hours, I find that the film former or just the nature of the product, right, it dries out your lips pretty easily, or you feel like the lip tint kind of sinks into your lip lines, which is not a great feeling. With these lip tints from CipiCipi, they feel plush. There's that bit of oiliness, not saying that this feels thick and heavy, but there's that layer of oil that I can feel in the lip tint together with the film former that helps to keep my lips moisturized, and it doesn't dry out over time very easily either. My lips feel super comfortable even after wearing this for long periods of time. And on top of that, the staining power of this is incredible. I did a short video where I applied the lip tint. I went out, I went to eat a donut, and just eating it. I'm not like kind of thing. No, I'm eating it. And even after like the donut, there was still like pigmentation, nice coloring, even staining on my lips. At that point, it was really like 5 hours of wear. Then I went to have dinner, I went to eat ramen, it has oils in it. Obviously, that breaks down the staining and the lip tint and all that. That's fine, that's perfectly okay with me. But I was so impressed with the fact that even after snacking, drinking and all that, the stain still remains. Granted, that dewy film that you see initially when you first apply, long gone. But even so, if you were to like really try your best not to touch it, if you don't eat for like, I don't know, 1 to 2 hours, that plush, glossy, wet film, right, it just stays there. It's really not going anywhere until like you go and decide to like touch it and like eat and all that. So truly, if I could ever have a dream lip tint, right, this would be it. I don't know what else to say, but these are one of the best lip tints I have ever tried in my life, and these are like ride or die for me right now. Easily in like my this year's like favorites for the year, for sure. This next one is from Para. This is the Ink Velvet in 31 Wine Nude. I'm talking about this more because of the color than the actual formula of the lip tint itself, so I want to give a bit of a disclaimer. I had this bottle for like 3 years already, so I'm not surprised if the color has kind of changed a little bit, but even so, I really do adore this particular lip color. I feel that originally the color was a bit more reddish. Now it's like a little bit more like brown red almost. I love this color so much, and I feel like this is another like edgy color that not a lot of K-beauty brands do very often. So this one has a really like special place in my heart because I feel like this is one of the more out there colors that kind of like started the ball rolling for me a little bit. I think that Ink Velvets from Para, I mean, they have an extensive color choice, right? And there's really something for everyone, and I do like the fact that Para did something a little bit more out there, a little bit more different compared to like 10 shades of like pinks, beiges, corals, and what have you is the same shade as compared to maybe like the very popular like colors that are vibrant and saturated. I love a dusty moment, a muted moment, something that's deep like this. And every single time I wear this particular shade out, right, I always get like people looking. I've ever had someone come up to me ask me like, what are you wearing? This lip color looks so good on you. Want to throw this bottle out though, because I do feel like the formula of this doesn't feel as fresh as compared to when I first opened it. Not saying there's any like irritation on my lips or whatever when I wear it, but I just can feel something a little bit off. So I do plan on picking up one more bottle of this for myself. And it's going to be a repurchase for me because I truly enjoy this color so much. And lip velvets, they are very comfortable on the lips for sure. And for an entry level lip tint kind of thing, this is decently priced. In terms of staining, this really isn't in the staining department. I mean, like, you can see like it does try to adhere, but you can see it's kind of like budging and moving a little bit. So that's why I say like it's okay. I think when it comes to like lip tints or makeup or generally anything in life, when you first try the entry level stuff, right, you'll be like, whoa, this is a whole new world. Like, this is amazing. I love it so much. But then as years and time like goes on, right, you will try like many different specialty items that are higher ranking or just higher in quality. Then you can kind of like start to feel the difference between like, oh, this is actually great. This is it's okay, but it's not the best. So yeah, that's how I feel about the Para Ink Velvets. I don't necessarily like hate it. I don't think it's a bad lip tint either. I think it's actually pretty decent for like under like 10 or 11, $12 depending on like where you get it, right? This next one from Amuse, the Gel Fit Tints. These hold like a special place in my heart because I bought my first two when I was in Korea. And then recently when I was in Japan, I got one more because I found out they had Japan exclusive shades. I'm like, okay, bet I want in, right? So this one that I have is Tokyo Girl. And then I have number 6 Soul Girl and number 8 Gorgeous Mauve. These two initially were in my 2023 favorites because that's how much I love them. Every single time, without fail, whenever I wear this particular lip tint, when I wear it to the office, right, I always get people asking me like, Crystal, your lips look really like nice and glossy today. I even had an intern write it in her goodbye note. She's like, Crystal, I want to say your lips always look so juicy. So that's when you know, when your lips got people staring, you know it's good. It's really good. In terms of adhesion, staining, it's not gonna be as good as the CipiCipi one, straight up honest with you, because I do feel like, you know, things and people opinions change throughout the entire time. At one point of time, these were really like my favorite lip tints. Like they were as good as like the CipiCipi in my mind. But the moment I tried CipiCipi dewy lip tints, this was like number one, like on top. Right now, I will rank this maybe a 3 or a 4, maybe 4 because I do like some other lip products. Not saying that these are bad lip tints, they still perform really nicely. They still look super duper beautiful and they just feel very comfortable on the lips as well. Let me just swatch this one. This one is in Tokyo Girl. Tokyo Girl is like this. This one is number 8 Gorgeous Mauve. And this one, number 6, Soul Girl. Apparently, this is Wonyoung's pick. For the record, I bought this before Wonyoung picked it, so it's Crystal's pick also. I'm just kidding. But like, yeah, this is my favorite color from the Amuse Gel Fit Tint lineup. The base pigment is actually pretty strong. It's not super like light, watery, letting your natural lips peek through. No, there's pigment to it, and then you have that jelly wet shine to it. I'm glad to see that this is not discontinued yet though, because I think I would still feel a little bit disappointed if Amuse decides to like discontinue the gel fit tints. I hope not. I swear, if I jinx it, I'm gonna lose it, I swear. I honestly haven't worn these in a hot minute for maybe like 1-2 months already. You can see that the staining of this, it's there, but it's not as heavily stained as compared to maybe like the CipiCipi one. I'm so sorry guys. At this point, everything in my head, right, is being referenced to the CipiCipi dewy tints because they are just so good and nothing can top it in my head currently. So if you guys know any lip tints that could beat CipiCipi, please let me know. I want to try it. I'm all for it, really. Medium staining, so it's still pretty decent, honestly, but comparing it to the CipiCipi ones over here, yeah, I feel like the CipiCipi ones it's just like next level. This lip tint I also got when I was in Japan. This is from the brand Kiss, and this is in number 7. I think it's called a lip armor or something like that, and I paid like maybe $7 for it. Oh, this color, guys, it is so... Oh, look at that water tint. The vibrancy is crazy. So I was shopping with my Japanese subscriber at the Harajuku at Cosme store, right? And she shared with me that this particular lip tint from Kiss went viral because people were saying like the staining power is crazy good, and it just like for $7 it's really affordable and really good, right? So I was like, okay, bet I want to try one color. So I got this number 7, right? I wish I bought more. I wish I bought more because the staining power of this is actually crazy. Usually for watery or water tints like this, I'm a little bit like skeptical, especially if it's coming from a brand I never heard of. Because in my opinion, if water tints are not done right, it can look really awful on the lips and it can like bleed into your lip lines, settle in there, and when you smell it cracks and all that kind of thing. I'm not a fan of water tints, generally speaking. I'm a little bit wary of it. But this was a pleasant surprise because once like this kind of like sets, right? Okay, I'm gonna take a tissue. I'm gonna like clean it off. That staining is crazy. Oh my gosh. And it's so vibrant as well. I swatched this recently during a live stream and it looked like way much more redder on camera for some reason, but on me and in real life, this is like that fuchsia winterberry kind of color. So Really, really pretty. I'm really surprised. I don't know where else to get this because I tried looking online for this on Shopee. It's literally like $20. I'm like, it's only $7. What do you mean it's $20? The jack up in price is insane. Time check, it's 11:16 p.m. I'm gonna like speed it up a little bit. Ink Mood Glowy Tints from Para, also a really nice addition in my collection. And these are also a very reliable lip tint that I always fall back on. I have one, the first original one. This is in #1 Best Beige menu, which is unfortunately discontinued, and we're never getting this back ever again. I'm actually probably will throw this out because my god, insides of it look nasty as heck. And I realized with like the more affordable brands like Para, Roman, sometimes after a while, maybe like 1 year, 1.5 years, the lip tint itself in the bottle actually like oxidizes a little bit, which is, I'm always a bit like, it looks kind of funky and gross. #1 Best Beige menu. Color of it probably oxidized a little bit as well, but this color was, it was pretty universal, not gonna lie. Back then, I thought that I was a warm tone. Even when I look back on pictures of me wearing it, I think this was a really pretty lip tint color. I have #19 Mauve Chaos as well. This is also discontinued already, so that's a shame. But this is more of like that cool pink kind of color. Very, very pretty. Absolutely love it. And this is the most recent one, #30 Happy Berry. And this is more of like a pale pink, but still cool tone leaning. One thing I get very like annoyed and frustrated with is that they always discontinue the shades really, really fast. So I think with Mauve Chaos, I think it's only been like what, 1.5, 2 years when this first released. This is already like low-key discontinued. It's really the lifespan of a shade, 2 years, and then you like regurgitate and come out with a shade that looks similar to it but not really quite it. So I'm just like, I don't really care for it, but I also understand from a business POV, like these brands need to make room for like newer shades and make money with the fast turnover. So I'm just like, okay, I kind of get it, but it's also a bit of a pity. The Ink Mood Glowy tints have that gelish texture to it as well. And the finish of it, it gives more of like that wrap candy kind of look, which is something that I personally really enjoy. So let me just swipe off some product. It does stain, but the staining power, if you were to compare it to all of my like top favorites, right? This one is just like a meh staining. It's not like wow, amazing kind of thing. But again, for like, I don't know, $11, $12, depending on where you get it, this is not too bad. These lip tints are nice entry level, glowy lip tints. And also, these are good enough lip tints. Like, for example, you want to give someone something, makeup, for example, I would highly recommend this because this one really does like get the job done well enough as a lip tint. And it doesn't like settle into lines either. It doesn't give you butthole lips. It just looks really like pretty, I would say. But it's not like a super wow, amazing, mind-blowing kind of lip tint. But if it's just as a gift, I think anyone will appreciate it well enough. The last lip tint I have here in my hands is going to be an honorable mention. I kind of like fell out of love with this particular lip tint. Low-key, high-key, it's like talking about an ex. Everything was fine at the beginning, but as time goes by, it's like personality-wise, you low-key a bit whatever, a little bit boring, no ambition, you have no drive, you're just like flatline in a sense. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but at the same time, these lip tints, I just feel like it doesn't do it for me anymore. The Raw Man Glasting Water Tints. I know. If you've been here before, you were like, Crystal, what? You were like raving about these lip tints. I'm like, yeah, I know. And it's so sad because I remember very vividly when these first came out, I was so stoked and excited with the new shades. I was like, oh my god, after like so many years, they came out with these. I bought all 4. I don't know where the 4th one is. It's somewhere like in the drawer. I was so stoked thinking that I would use these lip tints more. I didn't. I really didn't because I just feel that after trying out so many lip tints, right, these are just okay. Like they're okay, but I can't hype it up to what it once was in my head back in COVID times, you know, that kind of thing. And the colors themselves are stunning. They are way much more toned down, not as red as compared to the initial release. I still stand by that. But look, it has been like what, 1.5 years almost coming to since like Raw Man released these Glasting Water Tint new shades. I don't know why Raw Man like doesn't release these new lip tints. Between this new release and like the last release of the Glasting Water Tints, right? In between, if they had continued to release new shades, I would have been that sucker to just buy all the shades and releases in between up to here. There's something about it that I just lost that spark for this particular Glasting Water Tint from Raw Man, and I think it just like opened my eyes that Raw Man lip tint products are just kind of mid. Don't get me wrong, this is still a very beautiful lip tint. I just feel that this one, comparing it to a lot of the water lip tints as kind of thing, like Peri Water Bear Tint, I do feel like this one does feel a little bit more oilier. Not necessarily like thick, goopy, heavy, you know, that kind of thing. But this one feels a lot more emollient. And surprisingly enough, Woody Sunset, this one over here, is what I reach for the most. I thought I reach out for this more, but I reach out for this more, like the warm tone color. So I'm as shocked as you are, to be very honest. I like to view the Glasting Water Tints as like a happy memory of all the lip tints that I've tried. I mean, it was part of the journey, part of me like growing and loving my makeup obsession, right? But yeah, these are just to me right now. Let me just remove like this layer, and like this layer. I mean, you can see that the staining of this is, I feel like this is even better than a Juicy Lasting Tint. But you know what, I don't know, if I want that high shine, wet, editorial glossiness, right? Literally, I'm gonna go for CipiCipi at this point. Or if not, the Amuse Gel Fit Tints, Kate Tokyo Lip Monsters. If not, the super glossy version. There's literally so many versions out there right now that I rather choose over than this particular lip tint. So yeah, this is a bit of an update, I guess, for the long-time viewers. Let me know what are your current lippy favorites, be it like the formula, the finish, maybe color even. Drop it down in the comments below. I love to chit-chat with y'all. And you know what? We might just discover a new lippy favorite together. Okay. I will see you guys in my next video, which you can check out over here. Bye!